Waiting for it. Am I live now? All right, we're live. Cool. Hey everyone, welcome to another Webflow Workshop. I am your host, Nelson. Thank you for joining me this week. This week we're going to talk about how to integrate Zapier with your Webflow CMS. Now, you may have used Zapier and Webflow CMS in the past, where it was a one-way street where you can use Webflow created forms, send that form data to Zapier, and send that data from Zapier to somewhere else, to another platform. But now we've just launched, last week, we've just launched another integration with Zapier where you can take anything from a third-party platform and send that data to your Webflow CMS. So it's another way in. Now, before we get into the topic, I just want to say hello to everyone in the live chat room. Nita, Maya, Webflame, Michael's here, Alex, Alexandra, Lehusky. Who else is here? And I think we got a new... Josh is new here. He's been watching from Dubai, but he's never been in the live chat room. So welcome to the live chat room, Josh. So Alexandria, Alex M., Craig is here, Philip, anyone else? Ironwood and Ethan, yes. So, hello everyone. This is going to be fun. So, the Webflow CMS has grown since, when was it? October 2015, I think? Yeah, October 2015 is when we launched it. And a lot of people were getting excited about it, but then there was something that was missing, and it's a way to get data from the forms and put it into CMS. So, get data from the forms and push that somewhere else. Then we came out with an integration with Zapier. And now we're taking it another step forward where you can send data from somewhere else instead of a Webflow form into Zapier and send that into Webflow. So, if you haven't played around with this yet, I really recommend doing so. Now I'm going to go through 4 or 5 things that you can do. And this is just an overview. This is just a quick what you can do with this new integration. I'm going to show you if you post something on Instagram, on your Instagram account, you can then have that data and the image source link go to your Webflow CMS. If you send a tweet, I'm going to show you how to do that. One thing that may interest a lot of people is a way to get Shopify products into Webflow. Okay? And also another thing I want to try live. I haven't tried yet, but if you put a calendar event into, say, Google Calendar, have that go into your Webflow CMS as well. Okay? Let's see here. Chavez is here. He says, on for the first time. Welcome. Shapeshift. Let's see here. I don't think I've seen you before, but welcome. Crusader Digital's here. Okay, cool. So a lot of people. Thank you for joining me. So if you're not familiar with Zapier, I would suggest go to Zapier.com. So I'm going to put in the chat room right now. Zapier.com. Sign up for a free account. It's free. But there's also business plans and whatnot. But you can try this out for free. And what you can try out is what I've done here is the Zapier. Make my own Zap. Okay. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to start one from scratch. So make another Zap. Okay, so when you create a Zap, okay, you can connect 2 platforms together. So let me do this. Let me do Instagram. So I'm going to take Instagram. Now I'm going to choose a trigger. Let's see here. New media posted. Okay, so this is basically you being like a API web developer. Like you're taking APIs from different platforms and you're coding them and stitching them together. With Zapier, you don't have to code anything. You just have to connect the dots. Okay, which, just like what we do at Webflow, making coding easier by obscuring it. So here we go. Whenever a new media is posted on my account, okay, next step, I have my Instagram account already connected. Now I'm going to test. Cool. And if you want to see what you get, you can click on this. And this is basically what you're pulling down from that other platform. So see, I have the URL here, I have the thumbnail here. And so you get all this data, okay? And continue, okay? Hi Darius. Hopefully this will make sense of it all. So now I'm going on the next step is where am I connecting this data to? So all that data that you saw, I'm going to connect it to Webflow. So I search for Webflow, I click it, and now, so this is new. You can create a CMS item inside of Webflow. So click on Save and Continue. I've already connected my account. Now I get to choose where do I want to send, which site inside of my Webflow account do I want to send this data to. So I click the down arrow and let's do CMS Zapier right there. And now you can also choose the collection. So I've already made some collections and I'll show you how I structured them. It's very simple. I'm going to click on Instagrams. And I've made these fields already inside of Webflow. Okay, so I'm going to start filling them out. So I'm going to click on this guy right here. So what's the image source? So I'm going to take the actual, let's see here. Let's see here. I guess I'll get the first one right here. Okay, images, standard resolution URL. So that's what I want, exactly. After that, I want to put the name. So this is required. So I'm just going to put the name as the caption text. And then, is it archived? No. Is it a draft? No. Continue. And I'm done. Okay? So that's what I did. So I'm going to close this out because it's exactly what I did for the one that's already on right here. And then I just turn it on and it's good to go. So let me see if I can add something to my Instagram right now. Hold please. Okay. Let's add a beach photo. Just title it beach. Share. Now it's up on my Instagram. So I just posted it on my Instagram from my phone. And that information, so right now I have 0 Instagrams in my collection. So this is back on Webflow. So if I look at my settings, I have name and image source. That's all I have. Okay, and so I'm going to pull that data using a dynamic embed. Okay, so this is where a little bit of coding needs to take place. Okay, so I've posted that. Right now you see nothing in my Instagram collection. Now I'm going to refresh my page. And hopefully it works. Okay. Go here. Oh, it's not there yet. Let me see if I can... Can I force run it? Run. Preparing to run. Ah, okay, see? Cool, I forced it. Because usually it takes every 15 minutes on its own. It'll do it. So let me refresh. Go here. Oh, come on now. Come on now. It said it worked. Let's see here, task history. Yeah, it's 10:09 right now. Task successful. Yeah, it worked. Sent 1 new item to Webflow. Maybe I have to refresh again. Live demos are awesome. I promise you, it does work. That's interesting. Alright, while we're waiting, let me get some questions. Because I know I tested this last night and I practiced. Okay, so tried to create new CMS items today, but you quickly run into a warning to update an item. Guess that Zap is in the works from you guys. Let's see here. Usually, Craig says, usually takes a few minutes. Alex says run both. Let me go to my Zaps. No, this one's off. This one's on, and this one was successful. This one was just a demo one, so I'm going to delete it. Okay. Alright. Darius is asking, is Shopify a good alternative to make my Webflow e-commerce capable? I was going to convert my Webflow site to a WordPress WooCommerce theme to achieve e-commerce. You can do that, exporting your Webflow site. You can also use, there's like Gumroad, Shopify, FoxyCart. There's all other e-commerce things, platforms that actually integrate with Webflow. And I'll show you one soon. Okay, this Instagram is not working. And I'm not going to hold back the stream. Hold on. Let's see here. I posted. Yes. Okay. Okay, let me run it one more time, guys. Run. It just happened so quick. I'm not sure if... Let me see. Do I need... Let me edit this one real quick. Sorry, guys. Let's see here. Create the action. Edit the template. So photo URL goes there. Oh, did I make a mistake? Photo URL. Oh, I did. Okay. It's my fault. Let's start over. Oops. Alright, I'm going to do this again. Hey, we all learn. Okay, really delete? Yes. Okay, we're going to do this again. I'm going to add an action step, and we're going to look for Webflow. I'm sorry, guys. Create a CMS item. Save and continue. Look, CMS. So my fields weren't set up correctly inside of my old Instagram Zap. So I'm fixing it right now. So there we go. Image source goes there. Name. Caption text. No. No. Continue. Create and continue. Successful. Finish. It is on. Automating. See, this one says new media posted every 15 minutes. Okay, let me go back to the dashboard. Let me run this. Going to run. 0 new items. Come on now. I got this. I got this. I promise. Okay. Another beach photo. Call it sunset. Share. Okay. Post it out on my phone. Let's do a run. And force it. Preparing to run. There we go. And let's refresh this guy. There it is. Oh, I got 2 now. Look at that. Boom, boom. Okay, so now the data went there. Yay, we can move forward. Okay, so it happens really quickly. And so all that data goes to Webflow. And so how do I show that data? Using dynamic embeds. So let's create another page. I'm going to create a page called Instagram. And let's just make something very basic by bringing in a dynamic list and connecting it to Instagrams. 3-column like this. And now I can just drag in a dynamic embed into one of the dynamic items. And we can just do, let's do image source equals image source. And then a break tag. And then we'll put a paragraph, a P. Give it the name. Save and close. and we're done. Of course, it doesn't look right, so you would need to actually kind of fix it. Let's see here. Width equals, let's say 350 by 350. Simple HTML, and it didn't update. Interesting. There it goes. Interesting that it does that. But there you go. So I was able to pull in my own custom Instagram feed. So let's see here. Let me address the elephant in the room though first. This data goes into Webflow CMS, but does not show up on your site immediately. Okay? To show the data, you have to publish the site manually. Okay? Now this has been discussed on the forums, and this is something that we are still working on, because right now you know that when you publish a site, you're publishing everything. There's no way right now to publish just one CMS item. There's no way to just publish one particular page or one particular element. You have to publish everything. And so we don't have a way to auto-publish new CMS items. Okay? And that's something we're working on. But this is a step in the direction that I think a lot of people are happy about. Okay? So, let's see here. Chavez, if I wanted to pull a Facebook or Twitter feed on my Webflow site, would that be a dynamic embed, or would I have to use something like Zapier? So, Facebook and Twitter have their own widgets. You can already embed those using a regular embed, not a dynamic embed, but a regular embed component and putting the code in there. Same thing with Twitter. Twitter has their own widget. Okay? But if you want to design it your own way and pull from Zapier, then yes, you can design it however you want. However, it won't be live updated until you press publish. It's a manual update. Okay? But yeah, so what you've seen here, you can do with Twitter. And one thing I was working on last night was working with a Shopify. And so let me show you the Shopify thing. Okay, my Zap is working. Go here. This is the most interesting part. All right. So all I'm doing with this one, I've learned that all I need to do is take the product ID and the product name, and that's all I need. Okay, right here and right here. The reason why is last night I was trying to figure out how do I also take the price, and the price is buried in this array of other variables inside of one field, and without coding, without hardcore coding, I can't really just find the price by itself. Okay? But you can still show this product on your Webflow site and show a buy button and the price if you use the Shopify button code. Okay, let me show you an example. So in this trigger, whenever a new product is created, it sends that product ID and name to Webflow. Okay, and that's the only two things I need. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so my testing dog, cool. So I already have one right now. Right here. So testing dog and product ID. Now let me go here. So I'm going to create a new product. Okay, so let me add a new product. So this is me inside of Shopify. I'm going to say Lego. Fun with bricks. Drag that in there. And so it has a buy button. I'm going to click. Well, actually, the price is going to be $50. Save. Okay, so now that I've created that product, it should have sent a message to Zapier, and then it should have sent that data to Webflow. So let me refresh, and if it doesn't do it instantaneously, I'll just run it manually. Yeah, it's not there yet, so let me just run it manually right now. Is auto publishing on the Webflow wish list? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's something we all need. We can't just leave it in its current state. That's too much of a tease. It's like, oh man, I can almost make some live stuff, but not yet. Not yet. Let's see here. So there we go. It triggered. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Yes. Okay, I got 2 items, and there's my Lego right here. All right, now that I have those 2 pieces of data, so what I did is I dragged in a dynamic list onto this page, and the dynamic list is pulling from the Shopify's collection. And now I'm going to put in the Shopify buy button. So you can find this right here on Shopify. Okay, and you can just pull any product. It doesn't matter which one, because you're just trying to get the baseline code. Right, so I'm going to generate the code. I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to drag a dynamic embed into the collection, dynamic list. I'm going to paste it in. And now, all I need to do is remove the ID, replace it with the name, and then I need to remove this one right here, and replace it with the name. And then there's the product ID right here. It's in red, so I can just replace that with the product ID. Save and close. Let's see if that works. And there we go. So every time I add a new Shopify item into my store, it gets pushed, and then I would have to publish it. So rather than having to copy and paste every piece of data, you can just have 2 pieces of data and then let Zapier send that information from Shopify to Webflow. However, Shopify is a premium Zap. So you're gonna need a paid account for Zapier. But there's other e-commerce solutions out there that are free. So see how Shopify is labeled premium right here? There's also WooCommerce, Gumroad, Big Cartel, Aqua. So yeah, Store Envy. So there's a lot that you can already play with. Okay? Let's see here. Hey, Webflow Nelson. Oh, hi. Hi, Zebra. Let's see here. I tell you something, I had recently had to publish 25 new items with a day and a half. Oof. Currently, there's only new CMS in action. Voodoo960 says, hey Nelson, not sure if you know, but paid accounts on Zapier have instant zaps. No need to manually do the zap. I think the basic has a 15-minute time. Oh, well then. How do I make you instant? Thanks for letting me know. There needs to be like voice UI now, so I can talk to Zapier and just make this instant. Yeah. Premium meaning a paid Zapier account if you want to do this zap. Shopify is, well, right now I'm using a free Shopify account because I don't sell anything. But I think you have to pay whenever you start taking orders. Instant zaps are set for specific items. Oh, yeah, let me look at Alex's thing. Forum. Alex M. Yep, we're looking at your profile, Alex. Okay, so what Alex has done is quite interesting, but it's because we don't have auto-publish yet. And we need to make sure that the security is there for something like this. This is a halfway step to CMS comments. And here's what Alex made. So you can enter your name, Nelson, say something. Hello from the live streamed workshop. Press button. Okay, cool. So he labels it, Alex labels it that it needs to be approved. So that's a nice way of, making sure that the comment is okay. And then once he presses the publish button, then the comments will show. Okay. And so these are all comments that people have been testing. And let's see here. He's also put a, let's see here, he's also put live comment search, which is cool. So right here, what is it, the isotope, I think? Let me see here, where is it? Yeah, he used the isotope search inside of this. And so if I can put, let's say test, there you go. Hello, nothing there. There you go. Let's see here. Fun. There you go. So that's pretty cool. Great job, Alex. So there's a lot of things you can do with CMS API right now that you can start playing around with. But like I said, we're almost there to auto-publishing. Is it on our wish list? Yes. We all want it. We all want it. Let's see here. Alex Nichols says, yes, the checkout won't work on a free Shopify account. So yeah, so if you want to use Shopify on Zapier, you have to pay for Zapier. If you want to use Shopify, you have to pay for Shopify. But there's other things you can do. Like still with eCommerce, I still think that FoxyCart is the most simplest way to implement eCommerce into your Webflow site, because FoxyCart is acting more like a payment processor and a cart rather than a whole completely different platform that you have to maintain data between. Okay? But Nick is asking, where can we score some sweet Webflow swag like you're wearing? What up? Yeah, just send me a tweet. Send me a tweet and I'll see if I can get you some. Okay? Yeah, so that's CMS API plus Zapier in a nutshell. There's a lot more things you can do with this, especially with the Zapier free account. I mean, if you click Explore and you just say filter by popular, there's so many things you can do. Like every time you put something in a Google Sheet, it sends to Webflow. Every time you send a tweet, it goes to Webflow. Evernote, Google Contact, yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do. This is on and on and on. I don't know what you would do it for, but I think, yeah, if you do like, if you send a text message to Zapier somehow, and then that text message goes into your Webflow account, or I mean to your Webflow CMS, I don't know. Zebra, have you already spoke about Dropbox? Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, Dropbox. Yeah, you can do Dropbox. So let's see here. What Zap is used for Webflow forms to Webflow CMS? So what? Let me answer the Zebra question second. Josh, you can go here and read more about it, and Alex will explain more. But in a nutshell, he sends Webflow form data to Google Sheets, and then he creates another Zap that goes from that Google Sheet back to Webflow CMS. So there's two Zaps happening. But with a paid account on Zapier, you can do a 3-step process with one Zap instead of having to make two. Yeah. Zebra, that's a great question. So if you put anything inside of Dropbox, that's one thing I thought about. If you put, say, a PDF that you want to make downloadable, you can upload that PDF to your Dropbox, and I'm guessing that the public URL of that PDF can go into your Webflow CMS. But yeah, I don't have Dropbox on my phone or on this computer, but that's what I'm guessing it can do. Let me just see what happens. Dropbox. Okay, there we go. Yep. So when a new file inside of a certain directory happens, is added, then send that information over to Webflow. That's going to be cool. Chavez, is there a lot of APIs that are already capable of integrating with Webflow, or is it a small list that you can actually call out? There's so... I think Zapier, when you go to this link right here where you explore, there's so many things you can do with it and send that data to Webflow. I don't have a complete list, but I think this is the most complete list because you can explore what you can do. Just, if you have an idea, go for it. Let me see here. Yep, Meetup. If you post a new Meetup, it can also go to Webflow, I mean, that would be cool. Now, if you know how to code, I don't know. There is a way. I think that's still coming though, because Bryant showed us a couple days back a couple weeks back when we introduced the CMS API for the first time. He showed us something called webhooks. Now, I'm not completely knowledgeable in that whole development field of coding webhooks, and so he showed us a way to do live updates without Zapier. But maybe that's still something far ahead. Don't quote me on it, but just go back to the Webflow Workshop where I had Bryant on. Bryant's our CTO. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Chavez, I meant outside of Zapier. For example, Zapier is one, Shopify is another, not actually. I think I just answered your question by accident. If I didn't, call me out. Alex, great job with the comments page. I'm thinking of yeah. All right. So, any other questions about CMS, Zapier, or this is the time to ask any other questions that are not on topic. Anything you have to do with the web design industry, anything you have to do with Webflow. Also, if you're working on anything right now, send me your webflow.io link and we'll do a quick UX review. Yeah, so let's do it. Oh, and while I'm waiting for questions and links, one more thing. Before you do your Zap, you want to make sure that your collection is already created and you have your structure already made. Because once you're making your Zap, Zapier will ask, hey, which collection do you want to push information into? Okay, and then what fields do you want to push certain pieces of information into? If you don't have that set up in Webflow yet, then you won't be able to complete your Zap. Unfortunately, Zapier doesn't have two-factor authentication, so the current setup means that you're exposing your CMS you guys discussing some kind of way to only allow new items. Right now, it's only allowing new items. You can't edit new items. You can't edit current items. You can't delete current items. It's only the only action we have is adding a new collection item. The weekly question. Thank you, Chavez. Any updates on Interactions 2.0? I want to play with it so bad, but I'm still waiting. I wish I can say more. But that's the only data I have right now is that we're still working on it. Yeah, I want to play with it so bad too. I mean, it's gonna be crazy what we can do, and I'm just gonna stop there because I'm just teasing myself now. Like, all right, Crusader Digital, what are you working on? Let's go to it. Okay, cool. Realtor. Nice. Let me see here. Okay. So I've seen a lot of realtor sites. Okay. And most of them just don't cut it. You know, they're either not mobile responsive, they're using a crappy template. It's not designed to be user friendly, and it only focuses on, on trying to get the person to just find a house rather than actually meeting the realtor, not, and I see this and immediately I'm engaged. I'm like, okay, these two people seem friendly and I want to talk to them about making a big emotional purchase. And a lot of realtors don't do that. And so thank you for making an awesome realtor site. All right. So Crusader Digital, let's see what's up. Is this based on a template or is this from scratch? I like this right here. It's cool. Nice. Okay, you can hardly see what's going on in here. So I might want to make these bigger. Unless these are placeholders, because they seem like they have different names. So I'm thinking you're going to put the testimonial, the people who are giving the testimonial, their photo in here. Let's see here. Okay, use this. Maybe use a different photo. It seems like this was professionally done, a professional photo shoot. So maybe a different pose or something. But I love the full width form. Yeah. Great job. Crusader Digital saying from a template, can't remember the name. Yeah, you know what? It's beautiful. I would say, because this may be overused. This image, this photo may be overused. Maybe you don't need it in every photo. Yeah, you don't need it in every page. Yeah, you don't need it in every page. It's kind of overkill when you're reminding the user, hey, these are the people. The first time I saw them, I'm like, okay, they seem friendly. Let me go through their pages. Now we're on the 6th page, and I'm like, okay, I get it. It's these two people. I think on the home page and the contact page, I think it's okay to use this this photo. Crusader embedded iHome Finder MLS. Ah, you did it. Is that an iPhone? Yes. Oh, cool. Cool. 90210. Oh, view all. Great job. Let's see here. Ash, I don't know where this is, but let's go for it. Let's find a house, guys. Let's do this. Who has $400,000 right now? Who has $600,000? Let's do this. 3 beds, 3 baths. If I click this. Okay, accept. Nicely done. That's a pretty house. Wow. 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 Cannot afford this. Great job, Craig. Great job. All right. Who else? Who else? Anna, I use Airtable to gather and organize CMS data. Okay. Check out my latest project, Aqua Soars by Dan. All right, Dan. Let's do this. Okay, it's a video. Yeah. Alright. Energy, action, freedom. Those are 3 words on their own. Maybe periods after each? Maybe? Let's see here. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Not sure if you need that extra bounce coming back. Maybe just a regular ease. You don't need the ease out in. And again, these are just subjective. Love the colors. Okay, yeah, I didn't know what this was all about, but you have placeholder copy, so it makes sense. All right. But now I understand it's a vitamin. Like the gradients. Great job. I got using Flexbox here. Okay. Yes. So this is awesome. When you cut out a background and make it like the page is flowing into the background, like this is the sky right here, but you don't know this is the sky until you get here and you're like, oh, okay, so it naturally blends in like that. Oh, that's cool. I like it when I see stuff like that. Great job. Nice, nice. Stream stopped. No! Yeah, it says I dropped 2040 frames, but I think I'm back. Refresh. Not sure what happened. Let's see here. Yeah, it seems like it dropped again. Sorry, guys. But Aquasource, this site right here by Dan, great. My soul broke. No, it didn't. Great job, great job. So if you missed it, what I was saying is I love when backgrounds like this naturally blend into the page. For example, this is the sky, but you don't know it until you get here, and it becomes the mountains. So nice job. Let's go to About page. Well, there's no About. Opportunity. There we go. Okay, cool. You use a blur. That's interesting. I got nothing. This is great. Is this based on a template, or did you start from scratch? I mean, man. Love what you guys are doing. All right, what else? What else? Right? Yeah, I got nothing. I think that's it. Yeah, any other questions? Still have about 15 minutes. This is all you guys. So next week, I'm trying to find a special guest because I'm trying to have a special guest every week, every month. And also, if you want to be on the next Community Spotlight number 3, let me know. Send me a private message on the forums or hit me up on Twitter. And I want to hear your story. I want to hear your web design career story. Have you faced challenges? How did you get back up? How did you get to where you are right now? Stuff like that. I love hearing real stories because we've all been through it. And I I want everyone to know that it is not uncommon to go through struggles, because struggles is what helps us grow and become stronger. Okay? Chavez says, I had someone asking me about doing a site wanting WordPress CMS. I did not know how to defend Webflow CMS versus WordPress CMS. I would like to get your thoughts on how to have that conversation. I answer this all the time in the live sales chat on webflow.com, and I'm glad to answer it for you. So here we go. 3 big things that Webflow has over WordPress. 1, the web hosts are on Amazon Web Servers and Fastly. Okay, if Amazon Web Servers goes down, it's not just your client's website that has an issue. It's a more global thing. Okay, so very secure servers. Fastly also is being used as a web host as your content delivery network, and The Guardian, the newspaper The Guardian, uses Fastly. Okay, and that's tip number 1. Number 2, most WordPress sites relies heavily on plugins. Now, if you've ever built a WordPress site, you know that you have to add plugins for every little thing, like for SEO, for social media sharing, for special commenting sections, and so you have a plugin for every little thing. And with each plugin, it adds so much more bloated code, because the plugin developer is trying to develop for a broad spectrum of people. And so when you only need one part of the plugin, you can't just single out, I only want to download that part of the plugin. No, you got to get everything. And so that bloats your code. And also it bloats the admin panel too when you log in. It looks, there's so many things happening on that admin panel. So Webflow doesn't have plugins. What we do is we have components that we built internally that have clean code. So whenever you put in a background video or a Twitter share button or something, we make sure that the code is so clean, because clean code produces faster sites. That's the second thing, okay? Third thing is the CMS. Now you can't really compare WordPress's CMS to Webflow, because Webflow, for your clients, it's really what you see is really what you get. You log into the CMS and you just hover over the piece of text or the blog post or the image, and you just click it and change it and you're done. All right? And that's something that a lot of people don't really believe in until they actually see it happen. And that's why you got to show it to that prospective client. Hey, watch, I'm going to show you how to edit your page. Click, type, publish, done. And when they see that, they'll be like, oh man, so easy. In WordPress land, you have to log into WP admin, find the blog post or the page that you have to update, edit the copy, make sure you don't go to the HTML tab because you might break something, and then press publish, and then go to a different browser tab and refresh the page just to see, did my updates actually work? Do they look how I want them to look? If not, I got to go back through the whole process. No, that's the old way. All right, I can go on and on and on, but those are my 3 biggest things, okay? And if by that time your client still wants to use WordPress, hey, it's their business. You can't force them to do anything, and it's up to you if you want to take that client or not. But more and more people are seeing the power of the Webflow CMS and how easy it is to maintain a site and how little of training they need to maintain it. Man, and that's why, I know I work for Webflow, but I've been a fanboy of Webflow first before being part of the Webflow family. And I truly believe that our CMS is super easy for your clients. Okay, I'm done. Off my soapbox. Blaze, I feel like nobody knows Webflow here in France. Yep, we're still under the radar. We're still young. Think about it. WordPress, what, like over 10 years? 15? How many years is WordPress? And we're on year 3? No, year 4? 3.5, something like that. All right. Okay. Hope that helps, Chavez. I know you already shared it, but thanks a lot. Just to let you know, this is clonable burger animation. Yes, it is. Thank you, Zebra. Fit for adventure. Here we go. Ton of CMS items. All right, here we go. Bit branding. What are you working on? Ooh. Okay. This is nice. What do you want to do? I want to snow ski. Whoa. Okay. I don't know if you're using Flexbox here, but this could be visually this can be vertically aligned with these. I don't know if you meant this one meant for that, but yeah. These white borders, I think they can be pushed back. Probably set the transparency down a bit because you don't really need to see the lines. They should be more subtle, is what I'm saying. Okay, we have tabs right here. This is nice. And this is probably a rich text? This part is rich text. Seems like it. Your caption right here, you might want to style your rich text captions, image captions, so that way it doesn't have the same look as your regular text. So if this is a caption, it should be like more gray and italicized and smaller. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. Bless you. Nice. Great job. Okay, let me go back to homepage. Let me fully understand this homepage. Love it. I love the borders you have. The dotted borders on the top and bottom of the titles. It's nice. Okay, subtle background. Beautiful job. This background could be more subtle, push back more, or have some sort of overlay color, like a darker color. So that way these photos stand out more than the background image because there's a lot of things happening right here. Yeah, great job. Great job, Bit Branding. How do I get my clients to pay for hosting? It's a little bit messy that I have to pay after. Did anyone answer you already? If not, AZMY or ASME. To answer your question, there's a thing called client billing inside of Webflow where you can forward hosting costs to your clients, and your clients will get a link to a payment page, and they can put in their own credit card information and then pay for it. And so that payment goes to us. Now you can also add on your own profit margin on top of those invoices that they get. And so the hosting payment will come to us, and the hosting and the profit margin will come to us, and then we keep the hosting fee, and then we send you your profit margin straight into your bank. Okay? So go ahead and look for that in Webflow. Google it or go to our help center, which is help.webflow.com. Just search for client billing. Okay. Bye, Zebra. Okay, I think I passed one. Okay, 2 more links. I wrote this. Please check it out. Compliance Studio, tired of WordPress. So it's a blog. Ah, okay. Nice. Yeah. Thank you for writing that. I'll send this to the team. Here we go. Darius. What is this? Advanced Litho. WooCommerce. 404. Oh, because I put the slash. There we go. Raw labels. Okay. Oops. Need to fix this guy right here. Business cards isn't lining up. Nice. Broken image here. Okay, it's a good start. Very clean. So kind of rough around the edges. Like you have this border here for some reason. Not sure why. Your site horizontally scrolls. Not sure why. Maybe it's the width of this image. Yeah. So far it's good. Let me see. Let me go here. Order here. Okay, so this doesn't work. So is this something that you're going to export and then you're going to convert it into a WordPress template? Click business cards. Get started. Okay, I'm getting deeper. Why did that change? That was interesting. Nice. Your spacing is kind of weird because the spacing here is not equivalent to here. Yeah, is this for exporting? It's a table. Nice. Yeah, I think I think he's going to export this whole temp or design out and then convert it to WordPress so he can use WooCommerce. So that is an option too. Great job. All right, guys, I gotta end on time. But is there any other questions? Let me take one more question. I think that's it. Anyone know good alternatives to integrate? No, I don't know. Booking. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Let's go through our usual sign off. So if you have any account, billing, or technical issues, hit me up at support@webflow.com. Either I or the rest of the customer support team will help you out as fast as possible. For any design, custom code, CMS API, Zapier, stuff like that, go to forum.webflow.com. The global community there will help you out. We love helping. And if you get your question answered there, please pass it forward. Answer someone else's question. Or if you gain knowledge and someone's asking the same question, answer their question so they can push it forward as well. So you can find us over at on Twitter at twitter.com/webflowapp or facebook.com/webflow. You can find me on Twitter. It's at @thepixelgeek. And what else? This stream happens every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So I will see you next week. And yeah. What we're going to talk about next week, I don't know, but I'll let you know as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for being here. Love you all. And don't forget, make the web beautiful. Have a great week, everyone.